Hi guys, it's Lars Lehmann coming to you once again from the Sadowsky Germany headquarters, holding a beautiful Sadowsky MetroExpress 21 fret vintage JJ bass in the 6-string version. 2025 has been such a great, cool and interesting year for us because we came up with the very first ever Sadowsky 6-string basses. And this being one of them. You know, this one comes out of the MetroExpress series. Very well built, high-class instruments that won't break the bank. Let's check it out together. Okay, let's check out what we got here. We have an Akuma body with a beautiful tobacco sunburst finish. Pickup-wise, this bass comes with two hum-canceling Sadowsky J-style pickups. We also have the Sadowsky 2D bridge, right? So it can be set up in 2 dimensions. And this one is a quick release, right? So if you want to change strings, you don't have to pull the whole string through the bridge, but instead you want to use these little extra holes and put the ball ends of the strings through the recesses and put new strings on and you're all set, okay? You also get, with this MetroExpress bass, a Sadowsky preamp consisting of a knob for volume, pickup blend, which is this one. You get a knob for treble, active treble, and active bass. And active bass is also a push-pull for active and passive mode. Now, if you want to work on your neck bow, this is where this little truss rod wheel, this little spoke wheel here, comes in very handy, right? So you don't have to loosen any truss rod covers and stuff like that. We have a bolt-on neck that's made from roasted maple, carrying a Morado Fretboard with 24 nickel silver frets. And check out this amazing fretwork that they're doing here. First of all, there are these beautifully rounded fret ball ends. And also we have what we call the IFT, the invisible fretwork technology. And what that is there's always gonna be some wood towards the end of the fretboard, so there's no way that any sharp T-shaped fret ends can stick out of the fretboard, right? Very, very cool and very, very pleasant for your fretting hand. At this end of the fretboard, we have the Sadowsky Justinut 3. This is a real game changer, for me anyways. Usually with a traditional bass nut, you will have to go with what you get, right? Except if you want to take your bass to a luthier to have it rearranged and modified. Here, you can determine how high or how low you like the string height in the low registers. How does it work? Well, every bass comes with a special toolkit, and all you want to do is grab this little mini Allen key and use these 3 little holes here to raise or lower the bass nut. Moving on to the headstock, we have a string retainer, and we also have 6 Sadowsky vintage style tuners with open gear. Very, very nice and shiny. And check this out, guys. These are actually the new Sadowsky silver label bass strings, because as of now, all the MetroExpress basses are going to carry this line of strings, right? We have stainless steel for the fretted instruments and nickel for the fretless instruments. Moving on to the back of the instrument, like I said earlier, traditional bolt-on construction, right? We have 4 screws and we have this quick access electronics compartment cover. You just click open this thing if you want to change your battery, and your bassist's life is going to be so much easier than with most other basses, right? Once again, this beautiful tobacco sunburst, very, very beautiful finish. And that's just about it, really. Now, if you're new to the world of 6-string basses, I mean, what is it all about? A 6-string bass is not gonna turn you per se into a bass virtuoso, right? It's just gonna enlarge your tonal range, right? So in the middle position, right, these 4 strings are the 4 strings that you will find on your 4-string bass. Makes sense, right? So E, A, D, and G. We also have a high C string, right? And we also have a low B string. So think of it pretty much like a piano where you would add some keys in the low registers and some keys in the high registers, right? You're still gonna be a bass player playing your normal bass grooves, but you can also expand and take it from there and maybe go for some guitar-ish chords in the upper registers or some super low bass work in the low registers. Another very, very nice thing with a 6-string bass is if you hate shifting on your bass's neck, your life is gonna get much easier with a 6-string bass. Like, let me show you what I mean. Like, for instance, down here, you have the low C, right? And here's your first octave, and this would be your regular C that you are likely to use on your 4-string bass, usually. And here's the octave of that. Right? So you have easy access to 2 octaves. Right? So if you were to play a scale, for instance, there's really not any shifting involved here. Let me show you what I mean. Right now I am in passive mode, right? So I'm going to give you the pure sound of the instrument for you to get an impression. Here's a C major scale, okay? This is both pickups, by the way, and I'm in passive mode. Right, here's that same scale with the back pickup alone. And also while I'm doing this, check out this amazing evenness of the whole fretboard, okay? So back pickup, still in passive mode. And the front pickup. And there you have it. Now for a 2-octave scale on a regular 4-string bass, your C major scale would look something like this. I mean, there's many ways, but actually this would be one of them. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of shifting involved, right? So your life is going to be much easier with the 6-string bass. Now, moving on to the real sound examples, if you will. First of all, let me explain. I'm going to be using a Warwick Gnome iPro 600, which is a beautiful lightweight amp, which can also serve as an audio interface. And I'm also going to be using a Warwick Gnome 2x10, as well as a Warwick Gnome 115 cab. And what you are about to hear is actually a mixture of both the line and the mic signal, okay? Okay, next up, I'm gonna have this bass work in active mode, which means I'm going to push my bass knob. This is both pickups, and active bass and treble are both at about 50%, both pickups. And here is some slapping for you with the same setup. Here are some nice bass chords for you with the back pickup alone. I have active treble at about 30% and bass is at 50%. Here's a nice bass blues for you, featuring the front pickup. I have active treble and active bass at about 60%. And there you have it, people. That was my demo of this beautiful Sadowsky MetroExpress 24-fret vintage JJ bass in the 6-string version. Beautifully crafted instrument with high-class components that won't break the bank, right? If you liked what you saw and heard, please smash those like and subscribe buttons. Hit the bell for notifications on new videos. We have new stuff coming up every week. Feel free to ask questions, leave comments. We always love to hear from you guys. And if you want to find out more about Sadowsky basses, please go to sadowskybass.com. That's it from me. I'm Lars, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.